And here we are. Map select. Some bans to be had. You guys have a lot less potential agents compared to champions, but you have a lot more maps, which I'm really excited about. I've been playing one map for 15 years. For the love of God, give me something new. Are there any things that have stood out here? Anything that surprises us based on initial expectations? Icebox first, Sunset, finishing off with Lotus, if we make it there.
I mean, not a lot of surprises. I think that these are probably the three maps that we like the most in EMEA currently. For KC, the bind is out for the side of Apex, so their second choice is Icebox. We need to remember how close it was last week against Fnatic. And we also need to remember when Apex played this map, they were only able to grab 4 rounds against Navi also last week. So, yeah, at least they're starting on the defense, right?
Yeah, so my read is that KC are probably 1-0 up in this series. I think the Icebox can be too difficult for Apex. But going into Sunset, Apex destroyed Navi last week, and that's definitely where they could maybe push it to the third. Third is a bit tricky. Apex like Lotus, but don't win it that often. And on the flip side, KC did beat Fnatic last week on it. It was one of the best in the world. So it could go to third, but even then, I'm probably still favoring KC.
I think that we need to be... I would like to take it one step further and say that if Apex wants to win today, should do it in 2. Because I think that if we go to Lotus, I would be very, very sad to see that KC cannot close another match.
So you need them to win.
That would be the
I mean, I will just say,
Mini,
I will just say that Mini said that like Icebox is unwinnable, and you said that if Apex want to win, they need to 2-0.
Yes,
so
absolutely, yeah.
The math is not. How do they win Icebox seems to be the most important question.
Well, first of all, I think that one of the players that we really want to see, I know that we were speaking about Batu, but I want to see Penny having one of those insane games. All these era on the same side, he was destroying in the VCL back in Rising Spain. So I want to see those 2 players for me being the difference. I want to see Penny going for comfortable plays. It's like the kind of plays that make you get into the game and start gaining momentum. I think that that is what Apex needs.
Yeah, to give Apex credit from Icebox last week, they did start out with a good game plan, but then they just got picked over and over again. They're going to 4v5 every single round. So if they start again with the game plan they had last week, which is defaulting towards long B just a little bit, and then finishing towards that A site, they seem quite comfortable doing it, but after then, they just got obliterated in terms of the opening duels.
The other thing I'm concerned about, based on the discussions we've had previously, is you mentioned, hey, double duelists, crazy comps. But Icebox, from what you've said, is a more, not solved map, but a lot of the variables have been eliminated. So can you do something crazy on Icebox? Or do you just want them in this situation to go towards something standard, the Killjoys, the Vipers, etc.?
In a weird way, it might be even better to do something crazy because it's a map that you don't expect it as much on, and they really do need to get an advantage somewhere. They need to take a risk and gamble something. I suspect we're going to see the same as last week, where it's like the Jet Omen kind of vibe, I believe it was.
But I like it. I think you also...
I think it does suit them technically. It's just, it didn't end up working very well.
Yeah, I think it's, you brought up something that is very important, and is that they were getting picked time and time again. And in fact, last week it did not look good for Apex, and it also did not look good for KC. The 4v5's conversion, it was extremely low. And so I do not, like, that is what I mean by saying that Apex have to be confident and comfortable. Is even if those initial plays do not work, if you have a player down, you need to have a plan B. You need to be able to react. And again, I want to see the setup from the defense now that they have the chance to show it.
Yeah, but I think I'd frame this match a little bit differently. I do think that if this is about the road to Paris for KC, this needs to be a statement game. This is Apex, to be honest with you, the weakest team in our league. Last week probably played the best team in the league. Let's see how like, they lost last week, but they played well. I want to see them playing well translate to a big result today.
It's also a bit like, could be really frustrating, I think, for EMEA as a whole, as a region, when we look at KC, Gentlemates, and Vitality, 3 French organizations, all of whom are not in great shape to make that run to champs.
And KC's in the best situation to do so. So yeah, no surprises in the compositions. Another player that I want to see shine to me is always Sugetsu. I'm an insanely big fan of Sui, and I feel like when he has the day, he has the sharpest aim you're going to see at Dracos in our entire league.
I'm ready. I like it. When you're new, like me, you just try to click ahead. Most of the time, you miss that click and it goes wrong.
But Sui does it beautifully.
But see, that's what I like. I like those little things. It's simple. It's easy to track. I see 1 duelist, so it seems like we're getting a little bit of spice. You mentioned the Jet Omen, so there is something there for Apex, but it does still feel like we're not. This is not the map where we get to see the dream of the double duelist.
No, it's the closest in the meta you can get to that double duelist approach is playing the Jet and the Omen, so it's not the worst approach, to be honest with you. But again, Apex are a team that needs to take massive risks, I feel like, and not these small risks, so it might not be enough.
Yeah, and on the other side, we also see Sadak with the KO when we're speaking about the risks, when we're speaking about gathering information or shutting them down, trying to either catch Batu or Penny on that aggression. Sadak is going to be insanely important. And again, Suigetsu, of course.
Earlier, Minnie, you helped me type a joke on Twitter about we only play one side on this map.
It's A.
It's A. I just want to clear, that's not a joke, right? I should just be ready for A side. We should be watching A. For the plebs out there.
Like I said earlier, like Apex, if they had a good game time where they explored B just a little bit to plant the seed, but ultimately, secretly, it was always going to do that A finish. But what they can do is leave a player towards B long, and if the A finish is going poorly, you can always regroup back to B if something's going really bad.
Yeah. At the end of the day, it feels like this is a pretty tough way for Apex to start, right? You had a nice, actually, map win last week, and even if you weren't able to convert it for a match, and now you're going into Icebox 1. You've mentioned the 2-0. Many felt like it's doomed already. This is a tough way to start a match in the sense that...
I can give you some more copium, but I won't.
The good news is we don't have to, because the casters are ready. We've done all the coping we possibly can. Casters, take it away.
Thank you so much. And yeah, we are now moments away from actually jumping into this one. Welcome to the VCT. Dracos, did you enjoy filling there? Because
Welcome.
welcome.
To get the day going.
Welcome. But yeah, I think they outlined a lot of the concepts we're going to be talking about. But are you filled with hope here? Because I'm not. Like, the hope has left the room.
I'm glad you said it.
I'm sorry, I can't tell you a sweeter tale, folks at home.
No, I mean, look, it comes back to probably a pretty difficult conversation we've been having.
Yeah.
For me, it starts with map wins for Apex. We saw that last week, but coming in here, I also kind of feel like, I mean, Minnie was a little more blunt about it. We're starting 1-0 here.
Yeah, I think we are.
It's a tough way back in.
It is.
Again, I don't want to say there's still questions around Penny. I think, well, the historians watching along will know the capability of Penny, I guess, bigger picture-wise. But yeah, whether or not this is the series that you know we're going to say. But at the same time, KC obviously discussing the road to Paris, need it to be as full. So we need to start seeing that pedigree from KC. That's, I guess, the other side of the coin there. Apex can come away, and because KC don't really get clean wins.
No, and they kind of need to start doing that for my eyes, right? It's start to see a little bit of how they look when they're actually closing out games with confidence, no messy sort of wins. Hopefully get those cameras sorted out for you. They do seem a little bit skew-if, so they'll be fixed up in a sec.
Actually, yeah, the tapping spike almost considering full rotation here with two players making progress towards A. Penny has actually given up that space here, so just the sound cue drawing enough. Apex across the map. I guess maybe this is reliant on potentially Elite or Sugetsu finding a kill here, whether or not they will do that.
It's going to be left relatively late. You can see where that spike is. If they do decide to go for that A approach, it's a decent way. Weird round now, isn't it? It's gone a bit out of the usual timer. Elite seems aware of the timing here. Nice shot on one. That's going to be a Vova gone. Batu's blind was... Okay, well, it was rubbish, but the shot was fantastic. So, in reality, gets away with it. Molzy now clears out Sugetsu, and there's a fight on the site. With 19 seconds, they've left this quite late. They can't allow too much to go wrong, and luckily for Sadak, the flash was good enough that it gets him the fight that he needs. Now, Batu's still alive. Zera still going to be working in two. Batu's gone down. KC, slow and steady, has won the race.
Clean up there. Did look a little concerning. Again, these late round hits, one or two kills can swing it either way, and potentially even, you know, that flash lands when Batu gets cleaner on the way in, potentially kind of setting in motion, I guess, the pre-take from Heaven here. Avez on clean-up duty. Again, Avez being the one that really versus Fnatic. And again, let's not forget, KC were pretty close to closing out Fnatic, Icebox versus Fnatic.
Yeah.
Avez really the, I guess, the leading, the driving force for them. It's absolutely fantastic there.
Classics only really for Apex. And again, I think, yes, talked it to death, but I think I still wait to see what happens if they do run that double duelist for Apex, unleashing Batu to full potential.
Sure.
I think a lot of people want to, and we don't know the internal team dynamics, right? If it was such an easy fix, they'd have probably done it. But obviously, there's maybe, you know, method to the madness. But yeah, curiosity's sake alone, love to see it. But for now, it's cautious stuff. We're still about the minute. Don't mind taking your time on these sort of rounds, but not too late. I always get nervous if it's left too late. You might be walking into those stacks or higher risk setups from Apex because they have little to lose. So you don't want to leave it too late where you can't pivot, and they're not. So, by all rights, KC taking the correct steps towards the side. Plant's going to be coming in. So I think they spread it over to who they want to be building on towards their ult early. Looks like Aves there now. Another step closer, and it should be a comfortable post plant. I don't see much to really deny that.
No, very cautious and safe approach here by KC, actually mitigating some of that risk on the plant coming through. Dart's going to go up from Aves. Nobody's forced their way back out onto side just yet. Now, unless Apex are going to find themselves a consolation. No flank coming through either. Let's give as many of these up to the spike as possible. Players like Aves already making great progress towards the Hunter's Fury. Certainly don't want to KC any further advantage. Apex are allowed to just sit behind the wall. Deny these orbs.
Yeah, so all good so far. I mean, great start from Aves as well. You're looking at him leading the way here, farming it up. Not only that, but also then getting the plant down. They're building him into this one, and you can kind of see as to why.
Yeah, like I said, overall in that series, certainly one of the highlight players there, particularly on Icebox on the third. So, again, I don't want to say I'm a hater. We're often accused of bias, but would have been nice to see KC close out Icebox. I got to be honest.
That one where you saw the potential for them to actually do it, I guess, right?
Yeah.
It's like, it's one thing to say just needlessly because you're, either a fan of the team or just something you want to see, but when there's a real reality of it and it just slips away, that's when you start getting those frustrations.
I still find myself wanting KC to do well.
Hold on, Penny's on a bit of a walk here, but the knife's good and he's been spotted, so Penny won't be able to get away with this any further, but there were plenty of bodies behind him, but still, very diligent beginning from KC.
The issue with the double info available. Fingertips at the start of these rounds can shut down, sniff out any of this early aggression. Yeah, seems to be the green light to head towards B. Zera, we'll see him overstep the mark.
He's got a couple more seconds to even wait for some support here. He is very much alone. Deep Paranoia kind of encourages this swing towards CT, and he gets isolated very quickly.
I mean,
that's
actually,
a plant.
yeah, nice isolation actually from KC there. The flash through, but also diligence on the swing. Back in Snakebite as well. So Alex actually found one as well. Bova's going to fall ahead of this.
Oh, that's a rough loss as well. That kind of almost puts a pin in it. I don't think you've got much more to work with. You
I mean, Hunter's Fury, see it?
Yeah.
Big post-plant tool available for KC. Absolutely. Understanding here of the decision-making from Apex. It's a very quick pivot as well. We're used to seeing KC kind of dilly-dally, drift around the map and look to, I guess, commit towards some of these opening engagements. Here, they sniff it out, straight away the decision's there.
And I like that decisiveness, Mike, if I can get my words out. We've got plenty of time to talk, so I don't know why I'm hurrying. These rounds haven't been too pacey. But in reality, I like that. I do want to see KC start looking kind of like the team they're meant to be, right? If you talk about KC.
Thrilled. We want to see, like I said, the decisiveness, but also actually the dilly-dally is like the hesitation is what's always, because you've got such an experienced IGL here. You also have other members here of this team that, again, are great players on the fly. I mean, Martin, you know what he's capable of. Sugetsu, again, think of standing on your own 2 feet. There's few players that actually kind of tick that box like Sugetsu. So I'm absolutely with you there. Seeing those sorts of rounds from KC are very reassuring.
Yeah, a couple more of those, and the Icebox gets more and more strengthened, just in time for it to be removed. So as it stands, Penny over towards Jen. It does get helped out by Molesy, at least, who's going to probably take the bulk of the attention. And the flash too shallow! A mistake made! And Penny cashes in! Outstanding work!
Even transferring to the third here, a team flash sure from Sadak, but anything left here. Who's going to find the response? Get locked out behind this wall. Molesy going to find the lead. Spike firmly in control of Apex here.
55 HP, a regen shield. That's not going to be enough. Penny, look, it played out well for him. But again, you've got to give credit there. Players trying to take the attention away from him as well, keeping those ice trains over towards screens. And that flash just too shallow, not getting around the corner.
Not to bring it up, but you did see, obviously,
here it is.
An awkward flash in the previous week. Yeah, I mean, it's actually... Can't really fault Sadak on that one. Marty's a little ahead of it. But the cleanup. Beautiful. Like I said, that transfer into the third. Very, very well played by Penny.
Couple more of those, might get some confidence here, but that was a one-man and a small mistake, I'd say, from Sadak. Again, I'm not going to overly critique him for a slightly shallow flash if it's not going completely around the corner, but still, an opportunity to be made with this for Apex, because they were kind of shut out in the cold here. They were not getting much play into this, and you can see that tempo kind of shifting back here, it looks like, from KC. A little bit steadier, a little bit slower, about the minute mark, explored over towards A. I kept a player posted, a couple as well, and showing a bit of presence now over towards B. I'm going through our default now.
I guess this is the next question, really, is how KC choose to approach. They don't get confirmation on the back of Sadak or Arvez early on. So these are the sorts of rounds where you see KC almost overcommit to some of these opening engagements. Knife is destroyed here, so confirmation of sorts to Getsu. Side, shutting down front man for Apex in the previous round. Gee, Mosey committing here towards this close angle.
Arvez does have dart. Whether or not he's going to actually commit it to close, it probably wouldn't. But it felt like a one and done at best. So slipping back sight here. Going to hear a couple of players starting to progress up, trying to delay the time down to 20 seconds. I get nervous again. Small mistakes can cost them. It did before, but it won't this time. Security on the site. Player just tucked in below those rafters as the plant's in play now.
Spike planted.
Getsu on the swing out here. He's going to find Sugetsu almost for free. Elsewhere, though, find a response.
Yeah, it felt they took like their eyes off the prize for a second because they could scale up Molesey's position, but they still had presence over towards 410. Martin, we've been hyping you up. Cleaning this one up, though. Can Batu live up to reputation? 1v2. Mechanically, we've looked at this kid as something special. So he's the player. He's nervous. You can see the hesitation to an extent, but he's trying to play it cautiously. 8 more bullets and actually chance here. This is good for him. Arvez has a run and gun, does the job, and again Apex with a touch towards it, ripped away. KC continuing the scoreline.
Certainly an opportunity here, but time running low. Batu has to commit one way or the other. It looked a little shaky with some of these engagements. Particularly Martin eventually finding the crucial kill to put them in a 2v1. So at that point, I mean, Arvez could have even backed up, played a little deep on that. Clock was almost going to decide that.
Toxins going up.
Shutting them down. Now the scoreline. Apex still comfortable in the purchase. An operator in hand for Penny as well. Elite's just found it as well.
God, Mosey. Oh, that's big info. Big info for them and good chip damage. Look at this. Elite
Arvez,
download.
yes,
Sadak, Arvez, all of them suffering from this, but they still need to stick the landing. It looks like the pace, the tempo is kicking up a gear. 1 minute 15. They're on the site. The blender delivers. We said Sadak was damaged earlier on. He's certainly feeling that now. Arvez and Martin back to some sort of life, but Penny with a great shot. Takes away Arvez, and now the plant is not looking so secure. Look at Martin's HP. It's barely there. 10 is all he's got to play with. So it kind of falls onto the shoulders of Sugetsu and Elite.
Still healthy here, Sugetsu, but a ton of pressure heading his way eventually. That's it. Batu on a wild TP. Sugetsu's got 2.
He's still cooking this one as well. He's still just holding the angle down, takes a lot of damage, but he's buying time. He's buying them opportunities and chances here. The slow, steady approach, though. Penny in unison. That was brilliant from Apex. So I see a little bit of that flare there with Penny.
But the early damage is almost a lack of awareness here from KC on the approach. They're walking through the Viper wall. There's a nano swarm behind it. This chip damage is just going to eat them alive when they get to site.
Bang on. You can see it there from that sky view almost, right? Have a look at this. So headstrong in approaching. I don't know if they just didn't realize or what had happened there. Batu with an ambitious play. And again, we talk about his comfort in certain agents and certain roles.
His teammates up, it's fine.
Trade me. Yeah. It's all good, died for the cause. But again, it's one of those things that I want to see if Carmine Core can clean up, right? I'm not looking at Apex as being the ones who can kind of min-max every scenario and win every small situation. Penny. Oh my word. Oh, come on! That would have been magic. Not going to get it, but he's still chomping at the bit. He fancies a bit more. Sugetsu was so snappy, though. That's gutting. I liked a bit of confidence with Penny there. I don't mind that. I know it was risky,
Especially double dipping on it.
but I almost want them to do a bit of that. Get under their skin for KC, see what they can do. But Sugetsu is, well, he's on the case here. Keeping back 2, keeping 2 present. Clear of over, though. No, absolutely not. Still going to find Sadek, plays it forward, gets the info. Hard to have faith in the info here. We know that KC can be quite slippery. Sugetsu again with a catch on the rotation. So Plant now coming in towards that B site.
Spike planted.
One tells it a 4v. Well, hold that thought, because Molesey's found Arvez on the retreat. Drone's going to come through. Still got shock darts and the recon to make something work here.
Well, that's going to at least deny some of this, but Batu slowed down as well, but the reveal fantastic. Sets him up even in the paranoia, and Apex starting to look good in these retakes. But Sugetsu handled Apex much better now.
So swift to overwhelm KC. Well, they can really dig their heels in. Try and retrieve the operator here. Should have enough time. Get across. But say that. Yeah.
Okay, comfortable?
I wouldn't use the TP. I was getting worried.
Not sure. But overall, kind of, taking a pause for thought here. If you look at KC, they've been pretty good in their post plants. You feel like they're normally kind of good in these scenarios, quite well-rounded. This is very impressive from Apex. Like that little synergy with the paranoia and actually the dart coming in at the right time too.
Yeah, a little bit shaky, sure, but actually showing the willingness to kind of take the fight to KC. Again, for Apex, it's been about really establishing themselves, and we talk about the bigger picture and, let's start with map wins, then we can look towards series wins and, maybe contesting the middle of the board and getting away from the bottom. But certainly still some positives in-game in terms of, I guess, the visible check we can make. See with Penny topping the board for Apex here.
I'm down for those kind of overconfident peaks. You're allowed.
I'd
pull up your number.
Absolutely.
If you're in that sort of position, try and make that connection happen, make that play happen. But for me, I like that. Again, yeah, he got denied on it, but actually they still won the round, so you're not going to feel too heavy about it either. So in reality, kind of enjoy that tick in the box for me. And again, I do feel like you do kind of have to play a little bit in that mentality of being able to back yourself against these teams, even if on paper, KC very favoured here, at least statistically. Now, lots of ults though.
I was going to say, earlier I said if any historians are watching, but 1,163 days since Avova and Sadak faced each other. And that was G2 of Avova.
Oh, a vintage number.
Yes.
A fine year. Straight off the darts, but with these smokes in play, look at this. It allows so much more, all these kind of question marks of how aggressive are they pushed up, who's pushed up. They don't have the same sort of beat on the map at the moment. You see that ult coming over, and Penny. Can anyone help him out with this?
Drone should get over the top of this. Actually, no. Okay.
Well, this should be a burst as well on the back. You noted Penny, you popped the ult here. They can scale up with it. What do Apex have now? Different flash here for Sadak. High flash kind of going over towards that dice area, and it's worked wonderfully. But the blender again. They're taken down so low on this. Managed to stay alive, but still it is a 3v3. It's the post plants that have been the problem. A bit of a blind send on the back of this. Up on towards 410. Sadak's going to find Ollie. This is good from Sadak, staying quick on his feet and quick on his toes. Batu looks like he got a little bit of damage there. Yeah, down to 2. And yeah, quickly dispatched. Not going to have much more. It turned into pandemonium on that side, Mike. It got messy.
That was even. Was it Batu to find 2 kills ahead of that? I mean, Sadak was the one to find the response, sure, but almost getting. I mean, you can see the adjustment here with the flash being different. Obviously,
yeah.
Spam on the second, but I think this is all on the back of walking into that blender on default previously.
Look at that. That's such a nice flash as well. And again, this is kind of the layering effect. It feels like, hey, maybe that flash we were throwing initially, just the offhand, underhand through the wall wasn't quite working. Let me get that actual proper one.
Yeah.
Let me lock in, let me get that one over towards Dice. I swing backside. You get that nice layering. You're starting to see the kind of method to the madness. Yeah, hey, don't get me wrong. That was still with Batu finding 2. So, as it stands, a bit of a switch up here in setup.
Because again, the argument to be made would be there's nobody really to kind of dive backline with this composition from KC. So probably see some of these closer, tighter flashes from Sadak. Pit's going to go up here. Sadak going to tap initially. Keep keep your eyes open though,
Batu
because
don't die.
yeah, elsewhere, we're seeing progress made towards B main here. I mean, Batu wisely throwing up a smoke, but this could open the round up for KC.
There's an army coming his way. Another smoke in 2. Has his blind, has a TP, and has his ult as well.
Shadows traveling.
Now we can see it. He can't. That's
Not
a
got
spot.
timing right.
I mean,
Or
if you
he's
wanted
lucky,
to check,
yeah.
maybe, I don't know. That was the genius or madness, and it's a real fine line at times, but he does at least get to know the player and then maybe a little bit more faith in some of these rotations. He's got support coming through mid. He's got support towards CT. Penny and obviously Avova with that ult over towards the A side, still unable to be fully committed towards this rotation, probably until now. You've got to start moving. They are up on the
30
site.
seconds left.
There's still 2 players on A. They are not biting on this at all. They don't like
Yeah,
it.
that's, I mean, 20 seconds left in the round on the back of this amount of pressure. I mean, now you don't want to see anybody from Apex die, but KC have got such deep control here, but Molzy,
How?
stab in the dark, will find Martin.
And look at the HP on Aves. What's gone on here? This has gone from, it almost looked like a 5-man save to, yeah, game on, let's have a go at this one. Any util?
Elite has lockdown here, so could slow things down potentially.
Yeah, and
There you go.
Sugetsu just got Batu as well, and there's that lockdown, you said it. Fight on CT. Molzy succeeds again, but they are dwindling down to just Penny here. It felt like it became possible off the back of that kind of just shot in the dark, but again, those late rotations, Mike, it felt like it was already sort of done at that point.
I think initially, that's why KC are so aggressive. They can almost invest a body or two just to slow Apex down. If that happens, Molzy, I think it'll allow them to set up for that with the first blind kill, but
I know it's tough, and again, we kind of watch his back. That back pedal just randomly gets it. Fair play. But it's
first bullet, by the way. It was literally the first bullet.
cool. But it's kind of what I was impressed with like Yampy about when he was able to backfill the space on A. Oh my.
Sorry.
Sugetsu doing dirty things.
No, Sadak.
It was Sadak.
Sadak's too.
Killing them funny.
I didn't even catch that one. But in my head, I kind of want someone to do what Yampy was doing when we were watching them last, was kind of backfilling that A space. Now I know that KC is slippery though. They make it tricky to work with, but still, I'd love to see a bit of that, see if they get the timing right.
So here, Batu, we find ourselves talking about quite often. Decent start here on Icebox.
Get him on the duel list.
Yeah,
Come on.
yeah.
There.
I mean, look at, what do you think of the agent pool here?
Who?
Call that prison.
Jail. Let him free. Like, he's fine. I know, look, the Omen gives you a lot of playability here. It's not like it's a
Yeah, I'm
complete, like,
not
dead
as
pick,
concerned
but
about the Omen here. I think it would be nice to see it, but also with the addition of Penny, you almost probably want him to come in and just establish himself
Yep.
on the comfortable agents.
Yep.
It's almost kind of giving him that room to breathe a little bit, stretch his legs. Not that I imagine, I mean, a player like Penny being very experienced, I don't think he's going to have many embedding issues in this roster. Also, Apex is a team that we don't know in terms of the internal dynamic and the change over the last year or so.
well, we have an operator.
That we do.
Show me what it do, Penny. Okay. No. Again, don't mind it.
Ready for it.
All. Yep. Imagine jump spot on this.
Right, knife's out. There's still a recon, still a drone. But KC almost kind of, they sense that something's up. Penny not able to fully retreat just yet, but will now actually get himself back towards Nest on site.
That was that just the Aldrone invested for that?
I mean, yeah, knife was invested
Knife,
somewhere,
yeah.
but they've still got the dart.
Scaling up this time. Looks like just kind of direct approach, right? Straight through towards Dice. Again, not too much fear, but maybe there should be a little bit more than there was. Avova has been caught in the meantime, so it is somewhat on level footing. Sadak trying to get rezzed up with that.
Pay for it with his life, though.
And now they're feeling a little something. There is still that.
Spike's not down.
This is suddenly becoming possible as Molzy's done very well towards the Getsu. Blind Sense here. One more to go. Deep and nade. Catch on the cross. Spike down again.
Down A.
It's just that poison chalice changing hands constantly. Just 2 left alive. Elite and Martin. Names we haven't said too much of.
planted.
But Batu,
One
brilliant
enemy
timing
remaining.
on the push-up. Playing back in. Martin now's got to get the timing right. It ain't happening. Apex making mountains out of molehills. They only had that operator, really. Maybe some light shields and a couple of sheriffs, but that was it. And I like the aggressive start. Burn that util, but the fight from the back of the site was brilliant.
Was the shot, I mean, I'm not sure if I just missed it. I was looking at the minimap here, but did Penny find that shot blind onto Sadak? Did the smoke just pop ahead of it? Yeah, okay, yeah, it did catch him on the backside. But it's Molesy here to punish.
Such a
On the
nuisance.
back of the res. Like I said, this whole time the spike doesn't get planted, so KC, they can't back away.
Was it Sadak's hands then, I guess? Because he died first on that, and then they had to try and res him, came back in. Okay.
I mean, it looks rough, but KC have to commit to some of those engagements.
100%.
The point that the spike's not planted, they can't just, as you would, I mean, once the spike does go down, yeah, let's reset, play a little deeper.
Different look here, mid-crunch. Are we really? I guess they don't like the presence that's been kind of put towards screens, and it has completely caught up Elite. They just had no idea of it. Quick trade on Sugetsu. It's getting a bit messy here. High flash to backside. Still presence, but Penny with a quick clear up. That was lovely from him. Sugetsu made it look like nothing here. And Martin, that was ambitious.
Just Arvez and Sadak try and recover things now. Dark gonna connect onto Sadak. He's down to 50 HP now. Does still have the fragment.
Sadak wants one. Love to get one. I love that. The little shoulder peek allowing Penny on the swing. It is lovely from Apex. Where has this team come from? Looking comfortable in the post plants. Oh, thumbed up down there. Don't know if the crowd mics are on. But
Yeah, KC unable to really, I guess, flex in front of Apex and kind of force them to play a little deeper. A couple of these situations, I mean, here it's lazy on both sides, to be honest with you. This heavier focus towards mid. Nobody really expecting somebody to be in the window. And I think actually, I mean, the TP looks weird, but I think they're feeling like they've created enough chaos in mid that there's not going to be anybody stood up in heaven here.
let's freaking go.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's fudging go.
No fudge here.
How dare you quote that? One person will get the reference.
And it's you.
Okay, the question then becomes then, KC, if you're meant to be a team on the road to champs, show me a couple of steps here. You're currently being outdone by Apex, who we don't know where they stand in this. You know, a lot of up in the air stuff. And again, kind of going back to this slippery default, right? Leaving a lot of late presence towards A, showing a little bit of shoulder over towards B, making it hard to get these rotations in. Penny doesn't miss. Oh no, he didn't actually miss. That was a tag. Oh, and he was hungry to close it down. So punishing some of that confidence and aggression gives them the player advantage. Over. Did you just get a little techie with that? You give him the little bait on the barrel? I don't know.
Love to see it.
Yeah, I mean, if it was intentional, kind of banging. And look at this backfill of space.
Yeah, the timing's deadly here for Olizera.
Yeah, that's lovely, especially as they know it's Elite that's gone down. Hello and goodbye. Batu showing up here as well. They look solid as a rock in this. This is actually the best handle I've seen them so far.
30 seconds
now, it could
left.
still go wrong, but this flank is stunning, and the patience is perfect. Waited a moment, does get traded by Sugetsu, but again, the spike is down. Tag on the recon. They're desperate for this, Mike.
It's going to go up here, but doesn't necessarily guarantee them access to the site.
Nice.
Sugetsu out playing outside it, though.
Yeah, Batu trying to be slippery himself here. Quick headbutt! Goes in, denies the plant again. Now into pressure moments. Molesy not gonna have it. Sugetsu brilliant in the end, but that got so close.
Really,
Switching
7-5 half. They play back in here from Apex. Obviously, don't forget last week, only managing 4 rounds versus Na'Vi on Icebox. So certainly an improvement in the first half. We'll see how they can manage in the second.
One enemy remaining. Spike down A.
All right, second half, 5-7 though. A close game and a bit of a muddy game. Let's call it what it is. The chaos caused by Apex, fantastic, but I want to see a solid game plan from KC to be able to keep their composure in what could be a storm, right? Keep their cool. If they're meant to be a top-tier team, aiming towards the top end, looking at champs, trying their best, and I'll tell you, it's a long road. But again, you look at the names on the... Yeah, jeez. You look at the names here, it's hard to ignore the caliber, but 5-7 scoreline, Apex have done a good start. I can't fault them for what they've done here.
Absolutely not. Obviously, like I said already, improvement per se. Pistol kick off the second half here would really solidify that, but KC on the prowl, on the walk forwards.
Hello, that's a whole lot of players. That was more than one spotted. Aussie now should be on red alert, but a lovely draw of blood.
That's disengaged as well, able to actually duck away without taking any damage.
No angle above the smoke as well. Oh, actually Elite comes off worse from that.
Yeah, awkward smoke. Maybe had a angle over the top. Now Spike.
Rotation.
Yeah, left here, as you can see now. Rotation going to come through all the way back towards this site. Pick this up on the back of deep progress. Some pretty comfortable positions here.
Yeah, you look at the space still on the minimap here from still to clear. Plenty to go through, plenty of time for this post-spawn setup, and Apex probably can't believe the luck they've had. Now, I know they're a little lower on HP, so maybe want to stack up.
It is also a 5v4.
It certainly is. Knife comes in early. Dart not there for others. You're looking at the paranoia with Martin to maybe set it into motion. That just got sent in, but look at the smoke here. Apex playing it so well. I like this, but they still get traded in on the numbers game. Still favorable towards KC. Elite down low, but we're going to have that Sheriff in the hands of others. And Malsey, credit where it's due. They made a go at this one, but KC staying together, using those numbers favorably.
Yeah, there's almost a moment here where Paranoia is sent in, flash from Sadak, and they don't find it. It allows Apex to actually then gain the upper hand, potentially from inside that smoke, but it's dismantled so quickly by KC. I said credit here. I mean, a little bit of hesitation potentially on Apex finding a response before that disengage comes at the start of the round.
Nice! Let's go!
But a pistol for KC here.
Big for them. Did they win the pistol in the first? I think they did, right?
I can't remember that actually.
My memory is not good. Oh, big Knief. And Sadak doesn't care. Gets backhand. Whoa, 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 whoa. What is going on? What is... It's classics!
Now Elite, the one person that just brought a pistol in.
Look at the Bulldogs down as well. It wasn't even a light sort of round two either.
No, it was well invested. You can see here by the credits on the right side of the screen.
Getting that Aggie up against just pistols.
All right, Elite, show me something.
Yeah? Not the most helpful here. No Guardian. And he's found no one. They're playing Discipline. There's the first bit of attention drawn. The rest can play off the back. It's a brutal scenario for Elite, isn't it? Very, very hard to deal with. Cycle of the smoke, man. It's a losing fight. A nice try, but what a round from Apex. How have you done that one?
Win the pistol, but won a pistol afterwards. Sadak, this is almost just sheer arrogance, to be honest with you, to commit towards this. But the overwhelm is beautiful.
That's madness.
Last player standing.
As a couple of situations, well, I think Suges is just desperate to find some damage to make it doable for Elite, but... There you go, Apex right back in this.
Yeah.
2 rounds separate them, but huge advantage now.
Revealing area.
In terms of the round 3.
One suppressed.
Alarm bot out.
Again, they're just leaving Elite here, who does have a Vandal, no armor. It is a true hero rifle. The rest stacking up towards speed. Again, if you're going to be in this sort of round, I don't even blame you for it. You're trying to kind of make him seem imposing. But in the meantime, they are quickly progressing from the B side. But the problem is they might actually catch the wrong timing almost.
But I mean, you'd actually almost rather they're not spotted, they can stack up in garage here, but...
nice though.
This
Stay
is going
here.
to get weird. This is going to get very weird.
Do you believe? Quickly.
No.
Oh, here we go.
Maybe.
Maybe? It feels weird.
Unless-
Mosey, he can smell a rat. He's like, there's something wrong here. I don't like it. Oh! Oh, it's gone terribly wrong, Casey. This is a really nice little plan. And Apex, I thought they were almost aware of it, the way that Mosey was approaching, kind of maybe had an idea of what was going on. They were absolutely Scooby-less. Brilliant plan. And all that off the fear of that one Vandal invested onto Elite. Now, hold on.
Cover going out.
Don't lose it now. You got a nasty position to play from. What a Vandal, the plant's in.
Chance here to reset. Still, man, advances Elite. Well, able to find that. Batu's found another.
That's not bad though, Martine and Ollie in the 1v1 now. Oh, that's some brilliance from Martine. Salvaging the round at the end after what I thought was going to be the coin flip. But still, brilliantly done, like the little plan. That was nasty.
They safeguard Thrifty to come back in response here for KC. It's just, I love the fact that actually it's exactly the same second that Arvez and Sugetsu find these sheriff headshots. I mean, the response comes initially. This is where I've got a bit Batu finding these two kills, but Martine gets his hands on a rifle. Looks crispy here in the clutch.
I mean, he had to be too, right? There was no shield, no nothing, right? Had to banging out those shots.
It's a weird scenario now. Everybody has rifles after trading back and forth, so Penny down on just a Guardian. Sugetsu, Batu had some head scratches in terms of the TP so far.
We've been talking about that agent comfort, right? We've been talking about it. We're seeing a couple moments with it. Unfortunate he's fallen because they would have had the man to the good, right? Sadak gets picked out of the pack. Now, good info on this. Actually could be a problem. They can fight back in from kitchen. No plant either. And a bit of a fumble now. No safety to be found, and the temptation for Martine, I'm sure, is sky high. Spots out one on the retreat. You should get the shot towards Molsey in the end. Well, it gets a tag, but
this lockdown invested very early on, though.
He's just going for it. Why wouldn't you? They got a swing on this one. Someone's got to try and stop him!
Oh, no.
Elite saving him as well!
Oh,
it was stunning work, full faith!
Oh, no. God. What is that?
Bro, the kitchen nightmares is killing me. It is a bit of a nightmare, this one. Oh,
did he think he'd TP'd into his smoke? Yeah. Yeah, I think he's aimed to get inside his own smoke, so again, question the comfort of the pick here, because he had space to come forward a little bit.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
All right, calm down. You're 6 to 10.
Waiting on the lockdown, man.
Yeah, man. Don't be nasty. They're trying. Gotta say as well, just kind of pausing for a second here as we are in the timeout for Apex. Sugetsu having a big series.
Yeah.
21 to 11.
Quietly, I mean, we said this when we went to half time.
Yeah.
Like, oh, actually, yeah.
Oh,
I mean, he got 4 in the last round, right? Yeah. But another 12 somewhere in the first half.
Yeah, he's been putting up numbers here. Nice for him. And good for KC, considering that he normally, well, I don't say normally, but on occasion he is just sat on that B site on his own. He's having a good game for himself.
I remember you and I having the conversation midway through stage 1. Was like, when will we see kind of Sugetsu find consistency again? Because it's
spotty at best.
I hate the saying. He's still famine.
Love that one.
And he's fallen victim. I do.
I see you parked it recently though.
Yeah, no. I'm glad you highlighted that. But he does fall victim to that. He's a player with such a high ceiling that almost like a victim of his own success sometimes.
Yeah, it is hard to hold him to his highest caliber when it's so high, right?
I know exactly what you're thinking. Just hold down right.
Daniel! Oh man, okay, the TP to spawn, it's nothing new, tries to draw the eyes, and for KC, oh man, you can't make me think of Daniel SL in these moments, bro, what the hell? Alright. No, we're pulling out like the weirdest references right now. We've gone from Kitchen Nightmares to Daniel playing Rust.
Penny the victim of the early round here. Actually, Ollie's there up, unnoted as of yet. Casey aware of the possibility somebody's drifted forwards. Is he rewarding with patience though? Maybe. Toes of Elite, and actually will find the head as well.
A little preemptive, but again, you have to make this work with just 4 of them. They don't like what they're seeing, but it's 30 seconds.
Yeah, look who's made progress elsewhere.
30 seconds left.
Of over so deep past B site. Is he rewarded as well?
I feel like he's going to make a meal of it. I don't know. Oh, no.
Now you're stuck.
Lock it. Oh, that's fine. Give us another. Una más. There we go. There we go. What has happened to us? Why are we doing this? Oh my God,
Last
what is
player
going on?
standing.
They're not making it easy for me to stay professional.
Martin, second 1v2. What do you reckon?
Oh, I believe. Hands down. Wait till you see this. You won't believe what happens next. Maybe you will. Apex, closing the gap.
For 7 now.
If I die,
The perch is not going to be there. Ooh, maybe considering the possibility.
Press the left mouse, Daniel.
I missed
Gotta
that.
Hold it down.
He's a nice arrow. No, he didn't. No, he didn't.
Bro, EMEA's no pile into this.
You know what I'm
Please.
doing later?
What are you doing?
I'm dumping your show over that cliff. And I'm going to twitch it.
Please. Oh.
Placing swamp grenade.
That's good.
Placing swamp grenade.
I look at
Placing
chat
alarm
to
bot.
confuse the enemy. You must confuse yourself. Stop. Okay, no, Sugetsu's here. It's fine. He's you know.
Standing ahead.
Oh no! Please stop! Stop! Get me out!
Big dart there.
Commercial break, please.
I'm good. I'm back off the floor.
Absolutely foul from the observers, by the way.
Devious work. Oh, here we go. It's all kicking off. And it's actually Ollie on the site. Sadek's been removed. Sugetsu, you can't forget about him. Still sticking around, and we are in a
Lockdown and a
4v3. This is about to go mad, isn't it? Good luck, observers. I want you to get every kill. If you don't, Reddit thread.
Aussie starts back up.
The crowd goes mild.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
30 seconds left.
I'm being punked. Please, guys. Batu 17H didn't spot Arvez there. We'll dip into the smoke. It's a weird post plant.
No more Sova.
He's found one. Molsey will fall. Batu, gotta be careful with that shot. He's on the swing. Let go of mute. Let go of your mute button now.
Diffuse hit. Good stuff.
If we roll a replay package now,
You know what's happening? Here we go.
not gonna be
Let's have a
happy.
look. Here we are. Get the lineup, folks.
Can we zoom?
Revealing area.
Beautiful.
No, man. Nah. Project Mayhem in full effect.
One enemy.
This could be one of the greats, Mike, this game. This could be one of the greats.
Clash of the Titans.
Nice game.
Nice
Game, yeah.
I hate it when the
It was
game
nice
does
start
that.
before. Nice game now.
Ah, Rito, please. Here we go.
Cool, Blade Storm.
Batu strong. Batu having a nap. Batu smacked down. Oh, okay, Katie, where's this been? What the hell have they just done? Okay.
Just Molsey and Penny now, obviously, Blade Storm in hand here. Still threat over towards the B site.
Last player standing.
Find it though, Sugetsu. Gonna shut that down, find the headshot as well. Up to 12 for KC.
And in-zone flawless to do it as well, just kind of pushing
Match point.
this further and further. Money getting nice and stable now as well. A couple of ults in the pocket. TP for Martin, not as essential, but Sadak could use that if required on the other side. We still have that Viper's Pit, but the rest a million miles away. And the buy, the purchase here, It's going to be odds and ends.
Yeah, it's not pretty at all. I mean, short of over, you're going to find a full shield and SMG, a chance here to maybe make the pit work, but tall order to get over the first hurdle, considering how messy some of these early rounds have been.
Look at the numbers on this site. KC have the bodies in the right place for it. We have seen Apex pull off some miracle rounds though. Hell, that round 2 punished Sadak in what looks like a very similar position. This time has a couple more players with him, but see, watch for the start. They don't like what they're seeing here.
Hesitation here from Apex. Not much margin for error. I think KC probably going to smell blood in the water on the back of this silence or lack of presence shown. I mean, look at the minimap. They are stacked up on top of each other.
Okay. Someone should check 410, right?
2 or 3 that was pinged off that again.
Oh!
In a position to deal with the knife now, and KC spring the trap.
And you're down to 30 seconds. Guys, you do need to go towards the
30
site.
seconds left.
Can't save this one. Going mid.
Yeah, I mean, you could always see as well, Elite's looking this way from top site, because he's had no pressure. And they're just going to walk out of the orb. Yeah, this is...
Spike down, B.
Now they're against KC. The melons.
The melon alarm is sounding.
The melon alarm is ringing. It's 5 seconds, basically, for a plant here, which actually, they're going to get down. But Elite prowling the site here. Caught in the heels. Sadak going to find Penny. And it's looking like KC want out of this muddy affair on Icebox, making it up to 13 now. And it will keep Apex held on that 7, and that's all they will get.